Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. So, today we are going to do topic 38b. In topic 38a, we did criteria for scheduling irrigation. Here we also are going to do criteria for scheduling irrigation, but the topics here are surge flow irrigation, and second topic is fertigation. So we are going to do these two. So first of all, what is surge flow irrigation? Surge flow irrigation. It is intermittent application. It is intermittent. Intermittent. It is intermittent application of water used. Application of water used to improve distribution. To improve distribution uniformity. Improve distribution uniformity along a furrow. Along a furrow. It works on principle that dry soils infiltrates water faster than wet soils. Dry soils infiltrate water faster than wet soils. It allows for faster advance through filled with less deep percolation. And better application uniformity. It is performed through a program of cycles. Different cycles we do it. Cycle times that account for advance of the furrow. They must be set by the user, and the cycles means must be set by the user. Some tailwater is necessary. With surge irrigation for it to be effective. So I hope you all understand this. So surge flow irrigation works on principle. Dry soils, we are giving water in the furrows through dry soils, as dry soils infiltrate water faster than wet soils. So this is the principle used by surge flow irrigation. Now what are the advantages of surge flow irrigation? Advantages of surge flow irrigation. It is the effective means of achieving faster. Achieving faster advance of water down the furrow compared to continuous application, especially for long furrows. Especially for long furrows. Infiltration uniformity is increased. Infiltration uniformity is increased. Deep percolation is reduced. Deep percolation is reduced as compared to continuous water supply, as compared to continuous water supply. So hope you all understand this. Now moving on to the next topic of the section, that is fertigation, and it is very important topic asked several times by the UPSC in previous years. Fertigation. So fertigation comes from two words, fertilizer plus irrigation. So it is the method of fertilizer application. Method of fertilizer application in which fertilizer is incorporated with the irrigation. In which fertilizer is incorporated with irrigation by drip. Irrigation water by drip system. So I hope you understand what fertigation is. When fertilizers are mixed or applied through irrigation with irrigation water by drip system. So the words here, fertilizer, irrigation, you can get it. Now what are the advantages of fertilization? Advantages of fertigation. Nutrients and water are supplied near the active root zone. Nutrients plus water are supplied near active root zone through fertigation, which results in greater absorption of crops, which results in greater absorption by crops. As water and fertilizer are supplied evenly to all crops, water plus fertilizer supplied evenly to all crops, there is possibility of getting 25 to 50% higher yields as both are supplied evenly. Fertilizer use efficiency increases by 80 to 90%, which helps to save at least minimum of 25% of nutrients are saved as fertilizer use efficiency is increased by 80 to 90%. By this way, along with less amount of water and saving of fertilizer, water is saved, fertilizer is saved, plus we also save time, labor, energy. Time plus labor plus energy, all are reduced substantially. So we save all these things in fertigation. So I hope you all understand what fertigation and what are its advantages are. Now moving on, what type of fertilizers are used in fertigation? Fertilizers used in fertigation. So for N, for nitrogen, urea is done, as urea is highly soluble and available for fertigation. It is highly soluble, so it is available for fertigation. For P, super phosphorus is avoided. Super phosphorus is avoided. It is not used in fertigation as it makes precipitation of potash salts. Thus, for P, instead of super phosphorus, we use phosphoric acid. Phosphoric acid as it is available in liquid form. For K, we can use potash. We can also use some special fertilizers like monoammonium phosphate. Which has both N and P, nitrogen and phosphorus. We can use polyfed, which contains all the three, N, P and K. We can use multi-K, which consists of N and K. We can use potassium sulfate, which has K and S. So these are the highly suitable for fertigation. And other fertilizer, Me, Fe, Mn, Zn, Cu, B, Mo, this is molybdenum. These can be also used as special fertilizers in fertigation. So I hope you understand this. Fertilizers used in fertigation. Now moving on, what are the equipments of fertigation? Fertigation equipments. This has also been asked in previous years. Fertigation equipment. The next topic of this session, fertigation equipment. So the first equipment is venturi. It is the construction in main water flow pipe. Construction in main water flow pipe causes a pressure difference. Or we can say vacuum, which is sufficient to suck fertilizer solution, which is sufficient to suck fertilizer solution from an open container into the water flow. From an open container into the water flow. It is very easy to handle, and is affordable even by small farmers, and is affordable even for small farmers. And this equipment is also most useful for small area. So what are its advantages? Easy to operate, install, and suitable for low injection rates. Injection can be controlled with a metering valve. Here injection can be controlled with a metering valve. Suitable for both professional and quantitative fertigation. Suitable for both proportional and quantitative fertigation. So these were its advantages, but it certainly has some demerits also. So what are the demerits of fertigation? Demerits of Venturi. Require pressure loss in main irrigation line or a booster pump. Require pressure loss in main irrigation line or booster pump. Yes, line or booster pump. Also, it is suitable for quantitative fertigation, but somewhat quantitative fertigation is difficult here. Fertigation is difficult through Venturi. We can do it, but we need to know some technical knowledge. Automation is very difficult in Venturi. Automation is difficult. So these were the merits and demerits of Venturi. Now moving on to the second fertigation equipment, which is pressure tank. Pressure tank. So it works on the principle of pressure differential created by. It works on principle of pressure differential created by valve pressure regulation created by valve pressure regulation, pipe friction in main line and pipe friction in main line. So it works on the principle of pressure differential created by valve pressure regulation and pipe friction in main line. Pressure differences forces the water to enter through a bypass pipe into a pressure tank which contains fertilizer and to go out again carrying a varying amount of dissolved fertilizers. Dissolved fertilizers. So what happens due to the pressure differential created by pipe friction and valve pressure regulation? The water enters to bypass pipe into a pressure tank which contains fertilizer, and after taking the fertilizer is again comes out carrying amount of dissolved fertilizers. So this is how pressure tanks work. Now what are the merits of pressure tank? Simple to operate, stock solution does have not to be premixed, doesn't have to be premixed at pre-mixed. Easy to install and change fertilizers. And change fertilizers. Ideal for dry formulations. No electricity or fuel is needed. No electricity or fuel is needed, but it has certain demerits also. So what are the demerits of pressure tank? Concentration of solution decreases as fertilizer dissolves. Accuracy of application is limited. Accuracy of application is limited. Requires pressure loss in main irrigation line or booster pump. Requires pressure loss in main irrigation line or booster pump. Proportional fertigation is not possible. Fertigation is not possible. Limited capacity and no automation. And also no automation. Inlet valve is needed. Inlet valve. So these are some of the demerits. Now moving on to the third equipment, which is fertigation pump. Fertigation pump. So used to inject fertilizers. It is used to inject fertilizers solution from a supply tank. Fertilizer solution from a supply tank into the line. To the line. Injection energy is provided by electric motor. Injection energy is provided by electric motors or hydraulic motors. So hydraulic motors. So what are merits of fertigation pump? Very accurate for proportional fertilization. Very accurate for proportional fertigation. No pressure loss in line as it works on electricity. Easy adapted for automation as here electricity is used, so easy for automation. Easily it can be changed to automatic. Now what are its demerits? So first one is it is very expensive, but electricity is required, motors are required. Its design is very complicated design, including a number of moving parts. So wear and breakdown are more likely. So wear and tear or wear and breakdown are more likely. So this was all for today's session. I hope you all enjoyed it. For any queries, Do comment if you like it. Please press the like button. Do share and subscribe. That's all for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.